gratitude. Oh, hello. Got in. Sparrow, hello, Ferg. For subscribing, Ferg. That's nice of you. Appreciate that. Uh, I delayed a little bit. Hitting the hotkeys to transition from the intro screen to the game because the first time I did that, the game crashed. So, it's near the end of August. Folks have been playing and it's awesome. Got Sparrow online with us. And a thing has happened here. Which, I never thought would happen. Enough time has passed. We've got a busy enough server that my baked goods, which were supposed to be good for like a year when I baked them, have started spoiling. We got rot on the shelves, which is fine. People, make sure you come and grab stuff if you're hungry. Definitely all invited to eat stuff. I believe this lovely Pride Heart, which we found last time, was made by Lotheg. Correct? Hey, Captain, this is for you. How you doing? Welcome. So a lot of time has, yeah, help yourselves to the foods, although we'll eventually run out. I haven't been on, I've been so busy. Last few days, I've just been working pretty much non-stop, trying to get ahead of my workload so that I can take some time to just chill. I think I'm just gonna, like, pick up this entire meat pie. Oh, just got some food on my hot bar. I'm gonna go dump this raw in the barrel. I did come on the server last night, so I'm already aware that some changes have been made. I already knew that some stuff was rotten. We got a new building over here, which was not built by me. Very exciting. We've got a new contribution to the spawn village. Check this out. We're gonna go in here in a minute. We got a furniture shop, which, as you can tell from the sign, has been chiseled. It's full of chiseled stuff, and it's very cool. Let me go put this rot away, because I just don't like walking around with rotten food in my pocket. I don't know about you. That's just me. That's how I do things. Baked goods are turned into baked pads. Well, they're not bad. They're still useful. Use them to make compost. Not that I ever use the compost. I have tons of compost. I got so much of this stuff. Oh, and there's more rot in here. That in there. So I came on. By the way, does he need to get on pockets? It's calm. We won't have to deal with it. So, This is a bit of a special first time thing for streaming. This is my very first stream where I'm medicated. So, if anyone is not aware, I was diagnosed with ADHD last year, and we found medication that works best for me. It's the same chemical as Ritalin, but regular Ritalin gives me, at a high enough dose for it to be effective, give me really, really bad side effects. So, I got put on the slow release version, same chemical, which is called Erta. Very fancy sounding. And I take the tablet in the morning, and then it just slowly releases over the course of the day, and it's been very, very helpful. But it usually wears off right about 8 o'clock, which I'm here when I start my stream, so usually I'm not medicated by the time is going. But the problem with my medication wearing off at 8 p.m. is that I don't go to bed at 8 p.m. I'm still up. I usually don't go to bed till at least like 1:30, 2:30 in the morning. So I've got all these hours where I'm not medicated and I'm just useless and miserable, and it actually makes it harder for me to go to bed because the part of my brain that allows me to stop what I'm doing and switch tasks and pay attention to what time it is disabled by the brain gremlins. So I talked to the doctor, and he said, actually, if I'm staying awake that many hours after the pills wear off, I still have tons of Ritalin from when I tried that. He said, try taking the lowest dose, just a half a tablet of Ritalin, around the time when you start to feel the start to wearing off, which is just before the start of the stream. And then that Ritalin leaves your system in 4 to 6 hours, absolute maximum. So it'll be out of my system when it's time for me to go to sleep, but it lets me actually make use of these. It actually lets me make use of these evening hours, and I can be productive and do stuff and not just sit around like a blob watching videos and getting stuck tasks and not remembering things. So I've been doing that for the last few days, and it's been tremendously helpful. At the dose that I'm taking it, I don't get the horrible side effects from the Ritalin because it's just half a tablet, and that's kind of on top of the remnants of the other one that's still left in my system. So yeah, being functional is amazing. I highly recommend it. Medication for ADHD is a miracle, and if you have access to it and you need it, you should absolutely get it, and don't let anybody tell you that there's anything wrong with taking medication for stuff like this, because it's amazing and it will change your life. So, let's come and take a look at, it's Lotheg, right? Lotheg made this shop, so pretty sure. Look at this. We got, feel free to borrow hammer and chisel to rotate items. Need the hammer and chisel to rotate things. And they're making all these really cool chiseled items, and they're gorgeous. The vanilla chisel in the game, okay, it's amazing that we have a chisel in the base game. It's something that a certain other block-based game does not have. To hang on the wall, sword to hang on the wall. There's our pride heart, which is lovely. Looks like halite, probably. Granite, or maybe not even granite, maybe limestone. That blue looks too dark to be andesite, maybe. Clay, baked blue clay. This actually made out of clay? Or is this chiseled? No, this must be chiseled, look, because it's showing me the individual. Look at these. They are chiseled out of clay. And then these are the actual bricklayers modded clay items. We've got purple. A ton of berries for another batch of muffins. I think there are a ton of berries here already, actually. Should make a big batch of muffins. Run out. Look at these. These are gorgeous. These little stools, I love them. And then there's these tables here. Look at this. That with a little, like, cast iron looking legs. Just incredible work. And I think bare materials back here. By candles. This is incredible. Incredible. And if anybody else wants to build anything at Spawn, you're welcome to do so. Like, it's not... This little village, I've been trying to make it sort of as a community area, and I have been building everything so far, but other people can build. Fine. I need to get rid of this little area right here, which was only intended to be a nursery just to, like, build up a stock of seeds for all of these wildcraft plants. I can take that out, something can go here. I still want to tear down that whole building up at the top of the hill and rebuild it. Proper mill. Yeah. There's space here, and you can build outside the fence, and in a new area. Cranberries are back. I haven't been on for in-game months, so I'm completely. There's no point in me trying to do any farming or anything. But honestly, I think we have so much food. Class rate. Art is andesite, halite, and limestone. Oh, very pretty. Ooh, my neck is so stiff. I have a physiotherapy appointment. Finally got in. Takes like 5 months to get physiotherapy. Finally got in and a half, something like that. I'm really looking forward to him fixing my neck, let me tell you. So last time I did my first little experiments with the bricklayer's stuff. Made some green clay and some brown clay. I discovered that you need a third piece. Close a clay vessel. So I actually snuck on last night. I actually made a clay vessel ring. And I also made a lid in green because I'm not sure you can mix the colors. Because I tried to put this on here. Wouldn't let me. Maybe I have to place the ring first. Maybe I need to put it in my inventory. Maybe this is a crafting grid thing. Ring. I don't know how this works. Ingredient 4. I think maybe we can't, Oh, it requires your hardened lard, a fat, or some beeswax. Okay. I don't think I can mix and match the colors. I understand why. It would probably be a nightmare of coding to allow you to, and like, you'd have to make individual models for all the different combinations. But it would be cool if I could put a brown lid on. We'll grab some fat. Kitchen in here, got plenty of that. Oh yes. Plenty of everything. Look how much salt there is. I say that, but it actually disappears pretty fast. I think what I have to do is this. So let me grab the brown one and just make absolutely sure. It probably won't let me mix and match. Let me just I need to know for sure. I gotta science it. Probably won't work. It would be. Ah, okay. So I can't mix and match. All hell science. Look at that. I made that. That's beautiful. I love it. Well, I've got a brown lid, so we can make a brown vessel at some point as well. That's so cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. Another thing that I did, snuck on last night. I started last time trying to make glaze, and the process of making glaze requires a ton of borax to make the glazing base. No, I made the glazing base, right. Then you have to add frit. That's what it is. To make the frit, you need a ton of borax. That's what it was. So I was gonna make, I think I was planning on making green frit, and there's a lot of different ways you can make it. You need lime, you need powdered quartz, we have plenty of that. Green clay does look cool. All the colored clays look awesome. I had the powdered olivine, but then you need either fluorite, or lead oxide, or borax. These two would be a real pain to get. Borax is pretty easy, you just have to go and get some. And I started going on a big old long adventure trying to get borax down here to where I waypointed it. Way over... Borax, there. Turns out, I also found some over here. Here. Waypoint right here, which is literally right next to a teleporter. I spotted that last night. I mined up a bunch of it, and I made a whole bunch of stuff. So we've got tons of borax now. I made some more powdered quartz. I made a bunch of lime, different powders here, and I made the frit, which is a heck of a process, folks. Making this stuff is not simple. It's very advanced stuff. to make a large amount of it, it would really be a big process. You'd need like big industrial scale build. I feel like I lost some of my frames there. Probably because the map is trying to load in, like the mini map is all messed up. Anyway, I put the frit into the glazing base, which is 1-to-1. I had to take 2 liters out because I did not have enough of something. Don't remember. Probably the olivine. I don't remember. In any case, that needs to be sealed for 2 days, which is why I did that last night. That's been sealed for 16 hours now, because some folks have been playing a little bit. It's in-game hours, obviously. So we're going to let that go, and then hopefully by the end of the stream, that will be ready. And we can finally glaze something. Actually, I should probably check what's the next step. Do I need to make anything else? Let it rest for 2 days? No, then I just need to glaze the ceramics. So, I'm not sure what it will look like, but let's make something out of the regular blue clay. Make something decorative. Flower pots, maybe? I don't know how much of the glaze gets used up, but hopefully it'll let me play vats. I'm thinking flower pot. Make 4 flower pots. Enough. Just have those ready to dip in the glaze once it's ready to go. And set those firing. I think probably we won't be able to get them glazed and fired before they make progress. Finally. I was looking through the different colors of clay, and it looks like it's real difficult to make them. Then I just spotted on Discord chat, they're saying that it's actually very easy, and you can make a barrel of dye and dip the clay in it, which is way simpler than what I've been doing. Look into that and see how that works. That would be way easier than what I was trying to do to make clay. I think the ingredients that you need to make the color clay the way I've been making it are the same ones you need to make like the frit. Pricey stuff. And after you grind up all those ingredients and make all that stuff, you have to like you have to bake it, which takes ages, and then you have to grind it up again, and then you can alright, so while that's doing its thing over there, I had a couple of things I want to do. Another thing that I did was I added UP's chisel tools to help. I mean, all this incredible chiseling was done with the vanilla chisel tools, which are, again, amazing that that's part of the base game. They are, oh no, I'm about to die. They are tedious. You can't copy things, you can't do things symmetrically, and you have to do everything like one little voxel. It takes ages. I finally was like, why haven't I ever put the chisel tools on? Oh, emptying poisons too. I'm making a wish list for Tyrone. Get to him probably tomorrow. Check in about my event stuff. And I put on the list, we would like a way to empty food from bowls without waiting for it to decay, especially. Hopefully in a future version, no. But yeah, I've never put these chisel tools on the server. I've never played with them myself. But I was looking into it, and they seem extremely useful. And we were chatting on the Discord about how, like, we're not opposed to there being a cost to chiseling, and that cost can even be time. But the repeated clicking, the constant repeated clicking, is rough on the wrists, and it's very tedious, and it makes it not fun anymore. So, like, yeah, that's a good point. Let's put these chisel tools server, try them out. So we need to make these new chisel tools. I think base chisel still. Okay, I need to look at a chiseled item. All right. Not gonna destroy. I can just. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll deal with the chickens later. The chickens are running amok. Dickens are wont to do. Get a chiseled item. The base. Okay, so this is the vanilla chisel, right? You got 1x1, 2x2, 4x4. I think 8x8. Yeah, 8x8 is like a quarter of the block. That's how you make the stairs. Rotate, which only works horizontally. You can only rotate it around horizontally. You can't flip them over vertically. I think that's being added in the next version of the game. I complained to Tyron about that. You can flip it. You can change the name of the item, which is why these say like oak log, stool, walnut log, table, things like that. Or you can add new materials, and that's it. That's all you can do with the chisel itself. So this mod adds some more tools to give you more things that you the chiseling mechanic and make it much, much easier to make multiple copies of things. And it just takes a lot of the tedium out. I think I'm gonna use some iron. That up. Probably more than I needed to put in there, but you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna waste a bit of charcoal. I don't even. Go down south, cut down some of those giant trees. Nothing problematic about going down south to a jungle area and just logging it, right? That's all totally fine. Once these are ready, hand planer. Yeah, I think this lets you just shave a side off, which is, oh my god, so useful. And only affects a targeted material. Perfect. And wedge, rotate, mirror, or move. So you can actually like shift stuff around one voxel at a time. Pantograph, copy the shape of one chisel onto another chisel block. That's like copy paste basically. Yeah, I think you still have to have the materials, but oh wow, you can even do it when there's different materials and it just copies the shape. That's and a block swapper, which so let's make these. You gotta smith them. I think I need 3 actually. Here we go. Hand planer, and wedge, ladder maker. Oh, okay, so this is a tool that specifically just chisels the materials into a ladder shape. Alright, let's do the hand planer first. No, I want that. Once these tools are here, anybody who wants to grab the ones, welcome to do so. Just if you use it all up. Stuff in the spawn village, generally speaking, is pretty much ended forever. If there's like a really advanced, high-level thing that's definitely supposed to be... Oh, probably don't. On the other hand, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to play server at all a while, so... Ult. And anybody who wants to contribute stuff to the spawn areas. Light again? Is that more stew? Planer hand wedge. Poison stew. Okay. F's in the chat for poison stew. Can't be emptied out any other way. Did you get a temporal gear to respawn, set your spawn point base? We'll suffer through. Did they really do that much damage? Here. Minus 20 HP. What kind of mushrooms did you put in there? Oh my goodness. By the way, anyone who's part of the community who's playing on this server, I don't know exactly how long it will be before 1.18 is out, but when it is, and when it is stable, we'll be making a new server. The map for this one will be put up for download. Not hot enough. But I put up a little survey on my Discord. Funeral bell. Oh my. Yeah. Always mouse over mushrooms to check if they're poisonous. Murder mushroom. I wonder if there's a way to like mod out the little tooltip that tells you if a food affects your HP. You make poison stews and poison people. Antigraph. That. Oh, interesting. This is gonna be a bit of a project, isn't it? Yeah, if you're interested in playing on my servers, make sure you fill in that survey when you get a chance. Where I've made a big list of all the mods that interest me, including the ones that we have on here, plus loads of other ones, which I don't have and I haven't played with yet, that I would like to play with. Now, obviously, some of them probably won't be updated to 1. But we're sort of like assuming they work. Which ones would you like? Cooking meta for mysteries. Mushrooms are meant to be mysterious. Interesting. See, voxels. Very complicated little. There's so many amazing mods for this game, though. Because, you know, it was designed with modding in mind. Game made by people who started out as modders. Know what's important for them. This is an impossible shape. I'm missing chat over here. Voice cuts out at times. Oh, you know what? That's probably... I should probably... Got a, noise gate. If that better. Yeah, do let me know about stuff like that. I'll move my microphone a little closer as well. Also, hi Tyrone. Welcome. There, yes, as we're involved. I think not the Terraformer Craft, but Tyrone is the lead developer of the game. In the chat now, you can ask him directly. I think Tyrone, you were trying to make something similar to Terraformer Craft, or like a better version of Terraformer Craft or something, and it was just too miserable to mod that game. It runs so badly. So you made your own instead. Something along those lines. Vintage Craft, that's what it was. They were butterflies, I remember that. I never actually tried it myself. I've seen pictures. Love how moddable this game is. Playing with mods right this very second. I always come up with ideas for stuff that I want to mod in the game, and I'm like, oh right, I don't have any time. I have job, I have kind of side job, and I have my projects, but oh gosh, it's been ages since I've even touched on my projects. Things have been changing at day job recently. They're shuffling some things around, and they're changing... excuse me, they're changing... they don't need handles. I know it's not necessary in this version of the game, but I just enjoy doing it. Let's go toss these in the water. Dog domestication. I'm making a wish list document. Alright, I'm gonna give it to you tomorrow. Oh, we can't really see them bubble because they're hiding in the bushes. That's okay. It still went hiss, and that made me happy. I've got a wish list of stuff for events, but I've also put stuff just for game in general. Alright, I'm not good at chiseling and stuff. I don't have the eye. Not a good builder. As you can probably, I made this one. This is one of my masterpieces. Just gorgeous, right? If you know that you're not good at something artistically, then just throw your whole soul into making it as ugly as you can on purpose. And then you can be like, yeah, but that was on purpose. Grab a material. Yeah, I will say on my wish list for sure, I'm less fussed about domesticating dogs and more desperate for a way to move around animals that have been domesticated. Oh, I probably need a hammer, right? And the chisel, presumably. This building didn't come out too bad. Although, I will say, the Suevite does clash a little bit more than I thought it would. And that's on me. Grab that. I'm armed. I'm ready to... I don't want to right-click on anything by accident. Take that out of my hand. Alright. So, can I make it chiselable? Add remove any material. Add remove matching material. Oof. Oh, and there's an undo. Move block. Mirror block. Rotate. This lets you rotate on all axes, which I think is going to be in 1.18 vanilla anyway. Snapshot. This is the copy-paste. This is probably a little overpowered. It should probably cost some time or something. But even just automating rebuilding things would be so useful so that you don't have to spend... Like, there's certain things that you can really only feasibly do in creative mode. You want to make, like, a pattern for walls or floors or something. No one's going to stand there and do that. Well, I mean, maybe somebody. I certainly don't have time. Click on chicken with basket to pick it up. Live in the crazy brick. Goodness, the chat's going too fast. Too slow. Oh yeah, you can make doors with this. Functional doors. Ladder maker, I guess that just... A chunk makes a ladder. Wait, does it make the ladder functional? Guide. Ladder maker. Not in the guide! Do I have to make it chiselable first? Oh, I see! It doesn't change the shape, it just turns whatever it is and makes it... Oh, that's fun! Ooh. Alright, let's... So it's still a ladder. Can I make it not a ladder anymore? No. Once it's a ladder, it's a ladder. That's it. It's done. Presumably. Making a weird shape. That's too thick, but that's fine. Just like grab some more materials. My very well organized stash over here. I put another one on top. This one. Snapshot shape. Got a little snapshot sound. Okay, now replace shape. That's not, it has to be chiselable for... No. Okay. Oh, and it's also a ladder. It also copied that. Ah! Wait, is it though? that actually a ladder? No, it's not. Okay. It just copied the name. I'm making such a mess. Okay, so if I put that there, and I hit it with the ladder maker. Ha! Oh, that's very cool. Have been granted too much power. Yeah, I copied the ladder name. This is neat. This is very neat. Alright, so... planer. So this is too thick. If I just... Oh, that's a miracle. I love that. I love that a lot. I have wanted to be able to do this for as long as I've been playing this game. And it's still a ladder. Yay! Awesome. Alright. That's pretty much... I don't have any big plans to, like, oh, they won't stack, though. I don't have any big plans to build any fancy chiseled stuff today. I'm bad enough at building and crafting these kinds of things, artistic stuff, when I'm not also streaming. I will put them in here. Lotheg's shop, and if anybody wants these, they're yours. I'll even rotate them appropriately. But let me see if I can figure out how to use... This is the one. Okay. Oh my. Okay. I need to click on the top of it to use that. Of course, I didn't push it against the wall. Oh wait, I can push it. Move block. Oh my gosh. I can push it against the wall! Incredible. Incredible. Look at this. One voxel away from the wall. Whee! Awesome. I'm gonna leave these extra tools in here. I don't have any sticks. Why? Have I not got any sticks? Thousands of sticks right over here. Somewhere. Bonus tool rack. Anybody who wants to grab these tools and make cool stuff, help yourselves. Top of the world. Oh! Ooh, thought I crashed. But no! It was only a lag spike. Or a frame drop. One of those sorts of things. Alright. There. I'll put these back in the smithing building where they... That's very cool. It's incredible what some people can do with mods. As far as I'm concerned, it is essentially magic. I talked to you, by the way, I talked to my, as I mentioned earlier, I had a psychiatrist appointment earlier this week. Mostly talking about ADHD meds, how we can try to get me to sleep. Which I'm still not doing very much of, but taking the Ritalin in the evenings is actually helping with that, which is cool. And while I was there, we also had a brief conversation where I described some of the issues that I have with numbers and coding and stuff. And he agreed that I may very well have dyscalculia, which is the thing I didn't even know existed until fairly recently. Which honestly, he said that there's not really a system in this country for diagnosing that in adults because it's usually diagnosed in children. But it is very underdiagnosed, and he said there's every possibility based on my descriptions. The fact that I can't keep track of my reps when I'm doing exercise kind of cinched it. Like, so you lose count of how many push-ups you've done while you're in the middle of doing them. I was like, yeah, every single time. I have to count on my fingers or I lose track. He was like, yeah, that sounds like you probably have. Alright, while it's night, Although, Sparrow, if you wish to sleep, let me know and we can sleep. If you prefer to be awake, which is totally fine. Oh, I still need to get sandstone for this one. I should make some muffins. Muffins. Flour, flax, rice. Well, really go with rye just because I like rye in real life. I don't think I've ever actually tasted amaranth. Is it amaranth or amaranth? I'm not sure. Flour, I like the sunflower as well. Flax doesn't give you as much nutrition. It feels weird to use rice flour to make bread. Because rice flour makes kind of like dumpling consistency stuff because it doesn't have like gluten in it. So let's do that. We'll make 16. Wait, flour. I need flour, not grain. Ah. Let's make some fancy muffins, because all our muffins are rotting. If you prefer, I don't mind either way. If you want to stay up, I'll bake some muffins. If you want to sleep, I'm going to go on a journey in the morning. So, I truly don't mind either way. Fruit. Wait, for the dough, we need eggs. Right. Gotta go check on those chickens. Oh boy. Oh, and you know what? I need milk as well. I don't think there's any milk left. I think all the milk is spoiled by now. And none of the sheep are gonna be producing milk for a while, I think. Oh my, look at this mess. How did you all get out here? And this is what I'm talking about. Generation 10, they don't run away anymore. I have no way to move these chickens. Tyrone, please. Please. Oh, you have eggs? Well, actually, I think I probably have some eggs. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, I do. 9. However many eggs I got, I'm not even gonna try to push them all. This is... Oh man, and that's why there's not very many. All right, we're making 12 muffins. That's it. It's been decided by the chickens. That's how many eggs they laid me. Actually, I should probably feed. Grain. Should probably just leave the fences open. Yeah, 21 eggs. I think I'm good. I think 12 muffins is enough. That'll probably take all night. But thank you. Appreciate it. Funeral bell. Oh. That's from earlier. Alright. Get out of the way. Ladies, please. There's many campouts. Chickens escape. They clip through stuff. Tyrone, you must be aware of that, right? They clip through fences, they clip through gates. I have seen instances where they appear to clip through solid blocks. That's why these fences are here. Figured out that if I put fences along here, they won't clip through, but I did have cases of sheep clipping through solid walls. So, they're not gonna be given milk until they're pregnant. Milk is spoiled. Of course it is. It's been a while. Cottage cheese isn't spoiled. Can make some more cheese. I have the ingredients. I do. We love making cheese. Oh wait, stick. Sticks? No, I have no stick. Why don't I have any sticks? What kind of maniac is walking around a vintage store with no freaking sticks? Never able to reproduce creature clipping. That's wild. I actually, at one point, I was like, I'm gonna set up in spectator mode and just watch. And get video evidence of them clipping through. And I couldn't get them to do it. They wouldn't do it. I recorded like 2 hours of footage and then I scrubbed through it and no animals clipped through. And then as soon as like, fine, I give up and I left, came back, one of them was outside. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me! How? Maybe it's something that only happens like Maybe it's something to do with chunks being loaded or unloaded? Although I don't think I went far enough away that a chunk would have unloaded, so I really don't know. Yay! Also, is there a way to pick up the linen or just have to break it? I've never been able to figure out a key combination to pick it up. Let me put this in the cellar. Actually, you know what? Some of the milk in the sweets shack might still be okay. Because I had it in bottles in bottle racks. And that in the expanded foods bottle racks really extends the life to ridiculously OP levels. Is there a chunk border in your animal coop? That's a good question. I will go check in a second. I just want to see if there's milk spoiled. Oh, some of the milk is still good. Awesome. Alright. What's the command again for showing the chunk borders? Debug, right? Debug. Wireframe chunk? Chunk wireframe now on. Is it though? I'm gonna jump into spectator mode just for. Ah, no, that's on my wish list. Let us lock Axes from spectator mode. All right, there's one here. Good check. At night, aren't they? Yeah, there's one. Okay, that's at the edge. That's on the wall. Maybe that's why? Not over here, though. And it was the sheep that were escaping, mostly. I did have some pigs escaping, too. The sheep were more troublesome. Do not see a chunk border in here. The chunks in this game are what are they, like 32 by 32 or something? They're bigger than Minecraft, right? And in the chicken coop. Let's check. See a chunk border. I don't think so. Goes that theory, I guess. Unless it's right on one of the walls and I just don't see it, but I don't think. Although if it was in the walls, it would be sticking out above the walls. I guess that's not it. I didn't cheat. Nobody saw anything. Snitch. Okay. Milk. What, 12? Enough. These expanded foods bottle racks are really overpowered for keeping stuff fresh for an obscenely long time. Oh, I'm gonna need to go get more oil, aren't I? That's fine. Sad face. Can't be that simple. It's illegal. Oh no! Dang it. Well. You gotta hold down Control and Shift. That was just a demonstration of what not to do, everyone. I gotta frickin' manually mix them together. I feel like the same corner issue Minecraft has. Get pushed through by other mobs. You've never seen this? This is the Culinary Artillery and Expanded Foods mod. It's like my favorite mod. I like immersive cooking. This is the one I was talking about. I think we could make an event around it. We'd have to talk to the mod developer, of course. Um, or but the amount of complicated foods you can make is insane. And like we got muffins full of fruits and berries and stuff that are super overpowered. They like give you HP. Candied fruit, although the recipes for these are currently broken. I'm waiting for them to be fixed. Gelatin. All these things can be baked into muffins and pies. Dried fruit. When you juice fruit now in the juicer with this mod, you can take the mash and instead of just feeding it to the animals, you can put it in the crafting grid and it'll give you dehydrated fruit, and then you hold on to it for a while and it cures into dried fruit. And you only get like a handful of them per press. You don't get like all the fruit back or anything, but it dries out the fruit so that you can use it basically like forever. 10 years. Oh wow, the dried strawberries are spoiled? We really have been running this server for a while, huh? Incredible. That's mental. Oil. Alright, and I could put yeast starter in there. I don't think I have any handy. That's fine. This is OP enough. So it's still tedious and it takes a while, but it does make extremely overpowered foods. And I like, usually a lot of the streams, if you ever have a moment you want to look at my YouTube channel where I archive all the streams, a lot of my streams are like just me baking a huge pile of muffins. Just because it's fun. You can make pasta, you can make dumplings. Let me go down and get some more oil. I'll get over here. It is very overpowered. Sure. It's not balanced with the game, but I can see there being a future world, future version of the vanilla game where a lot of this stuff could be integrated in a way that is balanced. The rest of the mod API has been utilized very well. People are doing some wild stuff. I do not have an empty barrel. Okay. Oh. Do I have some empty bottles? Yeah. Come on, I gotta have another empty bottle up here somewhere. Alright, I'll be able to fill this one up. Alright. I've done it again. I think I can just use the whites or the yolks, but if I do, it won't be as nutritious. I'm trying to make my overpowered foods here. Mix them back together. You see the liquid system works? I think there's a couple of issues with it. Something to do with like the numbers sometimes being incorrect or something, but overall it's definitely working. I haven't encountered any major errors. People have added a lot of liquids. The fact that you can make egg whites and egg yolks, even though at the moment there's no recipes that all for there. Liter oil out there. I do wish I could just click this once. Same thing with the quern, really. I have all these extra buttons on my mouse I haven't actually made use of yet, and I meant to, today before the stream, make a profile for the mouse that, like, sets certain buttons to toggle rather than clicking, but... Alright, so, we got the dough. Extra milk, still miraculously fresh. Shells here, those can be fed to animals. Rot. I'll put the rest of the flour in here. Gotta go. Alright, well, thank you for stopping by. Bye! The fruit press can just be clicked. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm fine with it taking time. I'm fine with, like, having to stand and watch it, but just holding down the button is rough on the wrist. But, for now at least, I can just configure my mouse to toggle. Hold down the button. For me. What should I do with these muffins? Should we go dried fruits? I can use candied fruits, but we can't make more candy right now until the mod is updated and that's fixed, the recipe. Problem with this mod is it's so complicated. Let's go with flavor. What are people feeling? I love my cranberries, even though they're like the least nutritious fruit. Not a big fan of currants. I don't have that many blueberries, although I can get more. I also have fresh apples, pomegranates, which have more. Yeah, actually, the fresh fruit is more nutritious anyway. Put peanuts. I can't. I need to make peanut butter. I haven't made peanut butter yet. More fingers and wrists don't appreciate it. Yeah, I have constant chronic pain in my wrists from using it. It's awful. There is a version of the mixing bowl that is automated, yes. You can hook it up to a windmill. We got tons of these pink apples. We'll make one batch of muffins that are just pink apple muffins. Actually, you know what, I should... The oven's going. Although actually, if I make them all pink apple muffins, then they'll stack. That could actually be really handy. These are gonna be very white muffins made from rice flour. It's gonna be like mochi or something. Far too far away from windmills. Yeah, being able to configure, getting a fancy mouse that you can configure is very helpful. Yeah, I'm just gonna make all of these pink apple. I think that's an issue with this being a modded inventory. It doesn't stagger the way the vanilla. By the way, when you're making bread, if you just want vanilla bread, you don't need to use the mixing bowl. You can just mix bag of flour and water in your inventory. It's not as overpowered. You don't get all the bonus nutrition and stuff, but spare your wrists. And let's watch them rise. I love it. Well, we're at an hour in as well. It's time for me to have my drink. Alright, while these are... That's too low. Just back off a little bit. While these are going, I've got, appropriately, fruity drink. Fruity, this is a, if you're new, I always drink some new drink that I've never tried before on my streams. This is from Thailand. It's called Just Cool Coconut Milk Drink with Papaya flavor. So, I've never had this before. Probably take this off here so I can keep an eye on when they're baked. This actually has little chunks of papaya in it, and it looks really good. So, I refrigerated it and mixed it up real nice. The label. I don't know if anyone watching is from this area of the world or has had this drink before, but I'm gonna try it. Ooh, it smells really nice. Most of the drinks I try on my streams here are too sweet for me. I don't have a lot of sweets. This one doesn't smell too sweet, which is always exciting. Get my muffins out of the oven before they burn. Drinking again. My vintage story mug. Is that me? It smells really good. I mean, I think it's basically coconut milk with papaya flavor and little chunks of papaya, which is not a bad thing. Tastes pretty good. I like it. Thumbs up on this one. I'm missing chatting again, aren't I? I'm sorry. My little chat preview is really tiny. Almost all my bread making has been normal bread, like chicken feed. Stuffed a bunch of fruit loaves. Nice. Got eggs, then you can make soft bread, which will allow you to make muffins. Well, you can also make, if you harvest the wildcraft herbs that are growing all over the place, you can make herbal bread. I always find it difficult to drink a drink that has chunks of food in it that you have to chew. Oh, I still have the wireframe on, don't I? Back off. Muffins! How do we do on nutrition? 1 HP, 600 fruit. Pretty good. I mean, we did pretty well, actually. So, I'll put, these on the shelves. Actually, maybe I'll put all these on the shelves, since these are nice and fresh. And I'll take some of the older ones off. I think I already took all the ones that were rotting. Close to rotting. I'll just, take those ones. Place them with those. I probably won't need this many. But, it is now well into daytime, and I wanted to go on a little trip. Because there's one thing, there's 3 resources. Oh, 1.18 will be writing. Yes, 1.18 will have writing books. I'm really excited about that. Not just for the game, excuse me, the gameplay overall, but for the possibilities for event maps and adventure maps. We'll have a new server, so. Yes. There are 3 materials that I've been trying to find. I've failed to find. One of them is basalt. Shockingly, tens of thousands of blocks I've traversed, I have not found any basalt, which is wild. I made a test world for 1.18 the other day, just to poke around a little bit, and I spawned in a gigantic, massive basalt biome. Basalt as far as the eyes could see. I was just like, the game is taunting me. So I haven't found that. I haven't found phyllite, which is a little bit harder to find, because that's usually under an underground layer. I need both of those things for the mixed stone fences and blocks that I want to make. And gold. I want gold so that I can make the Night Watcher, which is another modded thing. It takes a gold plate. This stops drifter spawns for, I think, 64 blocks, a 64 block radius. And I wanted to put one here in the village so that we don't have to deal with drifters in here without having to spam lights everywhere. I just see a name tag moving around, or was that a butterfly? Hard to tell sometimes. There's 7 gold nuggets. Well, I found, when I was looking through my map, looking for borax waypoints, because I knew I'd found others. I realized I have this here. There's a gold way to point out that this is quite close to your house, Sparrow, so it is possible that you've already found this. But I'm gonna come down and visit you, and then go past. I can give you some muffins, actually. And I will carry on south and mine up whatever gold is down there. Hopefully it's not directly below the dirt. I hate when that. Oh, by the way, I don't think I've mentioned this either here or on our server, but I did want to mention, I have long been a huge fan of the sideways instability for soil and having cave-ins and stuff for soil, for dirt. With the 1.18 world generation, that is not gonna be possible.
Gratitude.
I'm sure some of you... Well, what happened? Are you subscribed? Aw. Oh, converted from a Prime to a Tier 1 sub. Oh my goodness. Much. Oh, this area here now. Area is always a pain to get past. I believe this is a victim of the very cave-ins I was just talking about. So when our 1.18 server comes out, whenever that happens, no, it's not happening just yet, but I'm already so excited. We will have soil instability off until I can get Tyrone to change the way cave-ins and landslides and stuff work. So I'm sure some of you will be very pleased to hear that dirt blocks will no longer collapse. At least for a little while. I have a whole proposal to give Tyrone for ways around that. I'm having so much trouble. I've been through here many times. I've definitely gone the wrong way, and I'm not sure where I made a wrong turn. Due by bear pretty soon. My two basic suggestions for how to revamp, because basically it doesn't make sense, right? It makes sense that soil wouldn't be stable, but it doesn't make sense that when you generate the world, all of the soil is right on the verge of collapse the second a chicken runs over, right? Why would that be the case? See a name tag. I'm a-comin'. Making my way over. Paying you a visit. Sparrow! Oh, you've expanded. Oh, look. Oh, this is nice. I like the mix of the stone and wood fences. Hello! Hello! Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh, you've got some wildcraft herbs growing in here, I notice. You had a very much a starter base here before. Nice little fields. Got very dry farmland. You need a watering can. Don't have one. Borrow mine from spawn. Or I can make you a real pretty one with some different colors. Oh, chickens. I see what you mean. They're just constantly on the like running away. This is so nice and neat. Oh, by the way, the farmers better have a watering can. Okay, good. By the way, I don't know if you know this already. Forgive me if I'm telling you something you already know. These soil blocks that are not farmland can potentially grow grass on them, and that is where hares spawn. Hares spawn on grass blocks that have grass growing on them. So you might want to put something on these soil blocks or convert them to a different block, because otherwise you might wind up with hares in your farm. You don't want hares in your garden. Eat all your crops. That would be a shame. I want you to get surprised by hares. You got a nice little base here. I like this. Very cute. Very cozy. We've even got a little bit more organized in here than the last time I was here. What's in your bottles? Vinegar. You really are advancing. Fruit bread, rye bread, love it. And you got some syrup-covered muffins on your toast. Here, Dad, I don't know what happened. Jumped out of my hands. My meat. Meep has been desperate for attention today. Alright, I should probably move on before I lose the daylight. But yeah, apparently, not very far this way, there is some gold. So if you've picked up nuggets on the surface, that's alright, because I've got it marked. But I'm guessing you probably... thank you for having me. I'll come back through later. Do you want to say hi to the people? I'm in wolf country, so hold on a sec, bud. Stop talking, and I forgot what I was saying. Usually in a constant state of lost. Where did I find the gold? Up there, I guess. Is it maybe in this... patch of, Don't worry, chickens. I don't want nothing to do with you. Up! Foolish. Chicken, will you just... pushing me around. Road! Yes! Oh my, we had gold this close all this time. All this time. It was right here. So I only need 2 of these. I need 2 ingots. Well, I'm gonna take as much as I can find. Apparently it's quite... oh, there's even some exposed! How did I not see it? Bountiful! Holy crap, I have traveled the world. And I did not spot that we had bountiful gold right here. What are we? 500 blocks south from spawn. Incredible. So, I will be using 2 ingots of this to make a night watcher for spawn. If anybody else has a use for more, if you want to make a night watcher of your own, I would prefer if you didn't take it to sell to traders, because there's other stuff that you can sell to traders. This is only medium quality. That's okay. Oh right, I wanted to see if Meep will say hello. Hold on a sec. He left. Sorry, buddy. Didn't pay attention to him quickly enough. Hold on a sec. See if how far he went. Oh, camera, I didn't think of it. Boyd? Don't bite. Please don't bite me. Alright. Now and then. He doesn't really like being picked up. Sorry, bud. I'm gonna play with you after this. He's like, you now owe me, human. We will play now. No, I'm sorry. Got another, like, 45 minutes. Hey, bud. Now chew my drink. Okay. Where were we? My hand hurts when my cat bit me. That was my fault. He's probably gonna jump up on the desk, folks. He really wants attention. Oh, we're out the other side. I'm just do like a little branch mine. Get as much of it as I can find. Go, buddy. I'm always a little bit worried about him, like, being right next to my chair when I move it and getting his tail rolled over. It did happen once, and Meep was okay, but a little bit of fur did come out, and I have never felt worse in my entire life than I did in that moment. I never want to let that happen again. Gold is not quite as bountiful as it first appeared, but I've already got as much as I needed. Oh, there we go. Ask and ye shall receive. The chickens. So exciting. May not look like it, but trust me, it's very exciting stuff. Gold is so rare. To have it just right here is just so fortunate. And I don't know when I made that waypoint. Hold on. What number is it? 78. Okay, so I didn't find it right away. I have no memory of it. This was premedicated Ari. Brain was fully occupied by a herd of angry gremlins, and they just got a button that says erase most recent memory, and they just mashed that son of a bitch all day. Do things, and then I have no idea I did them. I'm sure some of you can relate. More? Or gold. Oh, I want rich gold. I'm not really complaining. Any gold is... Ah! Jesus. Scared by... I hate when it's right beneath the surface. Fortunately, I've got super OP muffins. Oh. Back off a little bit. Good. Medicated mining. Dastardly gremlins. Yeah, we all got them. Our minds are all infested by gremlins. Nasty little beasts. Oh god. Cat is getting into something in the kitchen. Probably getting up on the counter that he knows he's not allowed to be. Well, no, he's trying to murder something. Hopefully it's one of his toys. Not anything precious to me. This entire flat is just filled with cat toys that he is bored. He gets bored with things so fast. Including food. He gets bored with the flavors of his food so quickly that I have to constantly change the food that he's eating. He will not eat anymore. He will starve himself rather than eat the same flavor of food 2 days in a row. Gourmet cat, apparently. Oh, actually, the food that I'm feeding him is called gourmet gold. Apparently still not good enough for some cats. These quartz veins can be really big, and it may take a while to dig them all up, but it might actually be worth it because I keep running out of quartz anyway. And a gecko like that? I did not know geckos could be picky eaters. I learned something tonight. I'll go a little bit. I probably won't do the whole thing right now. Let's do one more pass through here. Some more quartz and however much gold we can find. I'll come back and do the rest another. I've got as much as I need anyway. Yeah, if anyone else, I think it was Mephansters who was saying, oh, hey, Sarati. Or is it Sarati or Sarati? Get up, stand up. I gotta get up and do a big stretch, everyone. That's the law. Oh, everyone, if you can, please also get up and do a big stretch. We all need it. See my hairy belly sticking out of my pants there, but that's the price you pay when you redeem this reward. Ugh. Dang. You taking over stream watching duty. I found gold, and I'm very excited about it. Gonna use it to make a modded item. Keep my little spawn village safe. Safe from the drifter jerks. It's not really that much in danger from them anyway. We've already modded out the stone throwing. Nobody likes the stone throwing. Fortunately, there's a mod for that. Mod for everything, pretty much. Ah! Don't you dare. Rude. Very poor manners on the part of my gravel here. Alright. Yeah, I think this quartz probably goes for quite a ways, but I've got plenty of quartz now. Got plenty of gold. I say plenty of gold. I mean, as far as gold goes. How did I get up here? I built myself a little staircase, right? Yes, I did. Yay! Alright, let's head back. Say hi to Sparrow on the way. A good project... excuse me. Still got my acid reflux. A good project would be to make a road. Sparrow's little... lovely little base here. Up to, oh, you're off on an adventure. Alright then. I'll just say hi to your chickens. Yeah, definitely... either... There's a few ways you can prevent hares from spawning in here. One is to put, like, flowers or something in here, because they won't spawn in flowers, they'll only spawn in grass. Another way is to change the grass to wood or stone or something. Another way is you can chisel them, then they won't grow grass anymore. They won't be considered grass blocks. And then you can still have the aesthetic, having the grass there. Without the danger. Right. Yes, we should build a road from here to spawn, because I can never figure out... Oh, you've got a... That's right! I remember you had this little sprout of a hawthorn tree, and now it's... Next year, that's gonna bear fruit. Grow up so fast. I don't know what Meep is getting up to, and I'm very scared. Meep, please don't destroy anything precious, okay? I promise, I will play with you and cuddle you and give you lots of kisses, treats, once the stream is over. Danger. Let's see if I can get myself home without falling in any big holes. Not like it's far. And I've gone this way many times, and yet somehow seem to take a different path every time. About half the time you run into a wolf or a bear. Because I'm me, I keep on running. Lag in the forest. There's probably a bit of frame lag right now. Oh, that's a bear. That's a bear. Keep running. No bears. No bears allowed. Please. Ah. I don't know if it's still on me. Probably not. They don't actually seem to chase you that far as long as you book it. Oh my gosh. Ow. So, things I said I wasn't gonna do. Get chased by a bear, fall into a hole. So I guess that was a to-do list and not a not-to-do list. Yeah, but I probably got some frame lag, partly because the game's doing a lot of calculations with all the leaf blocks and stuff, but probably more because streaming, which means my computer is processing both the game and the stream, which is like double the video processing. So sometimes it looks a little bit laggy on the stream, but it's not. It's not the game. It's just that my computer is getting to be real old. Actually, about 10 years old now? Alright, let's make this Night Watcher. And then for the end of the stream, we can glaze some clay, because I think the glaze should be ready now. Also, let's eat a muffin. Delicious. Okay. Generally speaking, we don't get too much lag on the server, although the save file size is enormous. I think we're up to 5.5 gigabytes or something like that. I mean, to be fair, the world is huge. Explored. Oh wow, yeah, no. Oh, that is another thing. I've noticed that sometimes if I scroll around the map, because the map is huge, it takes ages and ages for the game to load the map, and it does lag the client while it's... Yeah, you see how it's getting laggy right now? I don't know if that's coming through very well, but... That's because it's processing the mini-map. This is my server. This is my patron server. Which, you guys would be welcome to play on if you ever want to. I don't know how much time you actually have for playing this game. You'd always be welcome. We've got a lot of mods. Melting temperature 1063. Well, that's not realistic. That's not realistic at all. It's gold. It's very soft. I only need... Oh. Actually... You need most of it. That's right. 20 units is not the same as 20 nuggets. I was thinking it was 20 nuggets. There's probably some more in that vein. I think it was Mephansters who was talking about wanting to make a dwarven stronghold. And to do that, you need a way to stop the drifters from spawning. So we've got this Night Watcher modded in. It's not cheap. Takes temporal gear, gold plate, and a straw dummy. That part's but it'll stop the drifters from spawning in a 64 block radius, which is tremendously helpful if you're trying to build your base. You don't want to be dealing with rifts and you don't have the materials for making 1,000 lanterns just yet. And especially for pay attention. Especially if you're building underground, the amount of lights you would need is just a very high number. I should go and see if we got any temporal gears left. Actually, I did use a bunch of them unlocking teleporters. Yeah, Tyrone was watching earlier, and apparently a lot of the mods that we have on here he'd never even seen. Here's another one of the mods that we have. For the network. Oh no! I think Suffered a Grisly Death is it's a good message. I would also put forward as a candidate Exited Pursued by a Bear. Might be a little too clumsy. Does it have durability? Does what have durability? Night Watcher? I haven't built one yet, so I'm actually not sure how it works. Oh my. Bit of grit in my eye. Get indoors. Gold. Everything's fine, everybody. Night Watcher. I don't think it does have durability. But that seems like something that could be added to it. To the mod. Or if you wanted to put something like that in the base game and make it more balanced, that it would have durability. Okay. Beautiful gold. Incredible. Actually got almost enough for another night. I'm gonna hop in the bed, get a drink. Oh, sure. Sleep. Yeah. Why not? Make it daytime, and then I get my, gold ingots all nice and hardened up. Oop. Good night. Almost barely got away. Oh no, we're getting into all the puns now. What have I done? I brought this upon myself, didn't I? For anyone who has joined recently, drinking a coconut milk drink with chunks of papaya in it, Island. It is delicious, but it is a lot of work to eat. Okay, I need to make a scarecrow. Easy enough to make. I just gotta find where I've I gotta organize. I know that, like, before too long we'll be making a new server for 1.18, but I really gotta organize all this crap. Again, this is all pre-medicated. This is unmedicated brain gremlins storage right here. Do I not have any grass here? Oh, for goodness sake. I know I've got some grass. That happens sometimes. Time of day suddenly changes. Got some up here. Feed the aminos. Ah! Don't mind me. Once again, I am without sticks. I just put some sticks in. Ah! Okay. Dummy. Got the gear. Let's go make the plate. Then I can finally make this night. We've had this Night Watcher mod in here for months, and I just haven't been able to find the gold all this time. It is, yes, the one you guys sent me. Well, one of the ones you guys sent me. I have several more, as I'm sure you're aware. I like the little note that you put on the box, by the way. Pretty cute. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with them. If we can use them, might use them for rewards for something, or it's something. I might use them for a charity actually. You do a charity fundraiser at some point, and the highest donation gets a bug, something like that. We'll see. Got them all stashed away safely. This one is mine. Note to self. Do not choose drinks that have food in them for future streams. It is just too awkward. It is just too awkward chewing your drink on camera. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. How hot does gold have to be? Actually, do all the metals have to be the same temperature to work them? Moment. One of the mods that I think I'm gonna put on the next server is cold forging copper, which lets you forge copper without heating it up, which is realistic. Copper's very soft. I think it should do the same thing with gold, though. I wonder if that's easy to configure. I could probably... Once I look at the copper one, I could probably add gold. The metals that are soft enough that historically they have been forged without heating them. Could run this over to Meph's place and use his health hammer, but I think at the moment it's faster. Back! All I know about golden temperatures, gold is a melting temperature of 1337 Kelvin? That's very specific knowledge. I did not know the temperature in Kelvin. Is that something that you read and you were like, oh, that's the LEET number, and so it stuck in your brain? Reminds of the oh, I remember the Orbit soda. Oh, it was nice to see you, Saturday. Thank you for stopping by. Have a wonderful rest. While you can. Might be faster to go use the health hammer at Meph's place. On the other hand, I might get there and there'll be no wind. Then I have to do it by hand anyway. Probably a much more efficient way of in these plates with the hammer. I have not discovered. But if there is, I haven't discovered it. Like I just said. It won't take that one. Hi. Quite excited about this. I wanted to make one of these for ages. I was traveling everywhere looking for gold and not finding it anywhere. Although I wasn't, like, going out with a prospecting pick and stuff, because prospecting pick is just too tedious for me. I don't have the patience / tolerance with my wrists to be mining up that many blocks. Probably I could have found some. I had done that. But I found some now. I'm happy. And there is probably more there. Chance to go and dig it up. Yay! And again, not necessary in this version of the game, because you can't burn your hands. But, we love doing it anyway. Shh. The little things that make you happy, you know? Alright, we got gold plate. We got temporal gear. We got straw dummy. We got the night watcher. Oh, wonderful. I think, yeah, it looks like it does function just as a dummy. Presumably if I put it down, I can pick it back up. I'm gonna put it... Where's roughly the center? Right around over here somewhere. Okay, yeah, I can pick him back up. Hi! Oh, you're cute. Head's moving. I think the Night Watcher might be alive. Well, we did put a temporal gear in there. Incredible. Texture on your body there is a little bit odd. But I'll be very happy if you stop the drifters from spawning in here. Okay. I've got all these materials that I'm probably not even going to bother putting away right now. Got 20 minutes. I believe the glaze should be ready. Oh, it is. Clear green glazing. So... it says glaze your ceramics in a barrel. Does that mean I just drop it in here? I don't know how to do it. Someone go get tells. Does anyone know how to actually do this? $30 of glazing is enough for 1 planter, 1 flower pot, and some bowls. Wow, it really uses a lot, huh? Really need a lot of the materials. Quite a process, but I think it's worth it for the very, very pretty that it is. Glazing, okay, glazing items in a barrel needs a certain surplus amount of glazing liquid to evenly coat the workpiece. This will limit the amount of pieces you can coat in one step in a barrel. Oh. That raw flower pot. Maybe you have to fire them first. I have actually some fired ones right here. Can I not pick this up? Oh. You have to fire them first. I'll have a server and play vicariously. Okay, fine. Interesting. Usually you glaze, in real life, I believe you glaze clay before you fire it, but... Alright, so 2 hours of sealing. Well, at least I had, I'll just fire all these as they are. I actually am out of peat. Go and get some more peat. The big patch of peat that I had over here is basically gone. There's a big crater in the ground where I dug it up. There's still a bunch left on this side, but I've built that fence over the wall, or over the hill. I think I might need to level that hill and rebuild the fence, because there's materials under it. Hi, buddy. Nape is clawing my chair, everyone, using it as a scratching post, as he loves to do. I'm almost done, bud. Almost done. I know you need it. It's dying of neglect, everyone. It's all my fault. So 1 hour in game is only 2 minutes. This only needs 4 minutes. So does it not need to be fired once it's glazed? Or do I have to fire? Okay, I need to fire it again. We'll see how much. Say we'll see how much. It tells me how much. How much does the flower pot use? 6 liters. Okay. I can do both of these. I don't have anything else prepared. I could do... how much does a vessel take? Doesn't say. Oh, can I not? Oh, I guess I can't glaze... Can I not glaze the vessels? I did make a stamp. Use beeswax to protect the top side. That. The modders are just they've really done some intense stuff. Plenty of beeswax and plenty of bee. Covered in bees. Honey? Not much. Let's take a bunch of it. Great. catching myself punching over. I'll stop doing that. I'm trying to fix my posture a little bit, and that is not easy to do. I tell ya. Make better paths around here as well. Oh, right, well. Something I click onto it. Something I craft. Ah. Waxed pattern lines. Okay. Fill the wax pattern with clear brown glaze. I don't have that. Or maybe it doesn't matter what color it is. Goodness. This is complicated. Oh, it has to be clear brown glazing. Grit mix, brown. Bauxite, rusty metal. Okay, well those are obtainable. Probably the most obtainable way to make. Not gonna happen on the stream, we only got 15 minutes left, but for next time. Powdered board, yeah, okay, so the rest of this I have. I just need powdered bauxite, and powdered rusty metal is from rusty gears, right? Oh wait, hold up. Hold up. I clicked the wrong one. Rusty metal. Okay, metal scraps. Yeah. I don't know how much of that we actually have right now. Well, anyway, we got... Oh, that's pretty. Can I put it down? Look at that. Store and dry it before firing in a pit kiln. Oh my gosh, it has to dry first. Wow, folks. Wow. This is involved. I'm excited that I'm finally doing this, though. This is another, like, we've had this mod on here for ages. No one has had the time/energy. I do love this green vessel, though. I'm so excited that I can make this. I do wish I could mix and match, but again, I understand entirely why that would be very difficult to allow. I guess I gotta, for next time, I gotta try to make clear brown glazing. I might as well make 2 of these. Maybe I'll go dig up some of that heat, just so we can... You can use firewood and stuff instead, but... Prefer to use the peat, what can I say? See, like, all this peat here, like... I'm gonna have a big ditch underneath the wall. I'm gonna have to rebuild the wall. All these flowers. Scrape off the top layer here. If you break the ones that have branches in, the rest of the leaf despawn. Okay. And unfortunately, we won't have time to actually complete firing these by the end of the stream. Oh, of course, I can't fire them yet anyway, because... Start putting... Here, I need to add some more... I need to add some more storage in here. I never make enough storage, this is my problem. Go up here. That's logic. What that is. I need more muffins. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete these on the stream. So what I will do is I will get them done for next week, and I'll try to prepare some more materials if I can find some time this week. More are rotting. These are not gonna last much. Let's eat them. I'll see about getting the rusted metal pieces requires, like, exploring in caves, which I'm not very good at. Maybe I'll see... We had one player who loved doing the mining and exploring and the fighting. And that was Minga Briggsima. They've been on for a while. For why? Hope everything is well with them. Got 1 metal scraps. We're gonna need a lot more. Or we're gonna need... What was the other way to do it? Magnetite. We definitely don't have magnetite. I think that's the only choice. Magnetite and rusty metal. Bauxite. Okay. We'll have to see if we can coordinate with the other players. Maybe other people have got some of the rusty metal they don't need. Wouldn't mind donating. But it looks like this is going to take a while. Okay. Next time we'll see what they look like. Yeah, I wanted to try to probably not enough in there anyway, but I've got all these clay vessels. Got rusty gears. It's not the rusty gears. Rusty gears are not too difficult to get. It's the rusty metal parts. The metal scraps. These right here. These are apparently what you need. And these you can find like in locust nests by breaking stuff, or by killing corrupt sawblade locusts or bells, which are very high. But mostly you find them when you're finding ruins and stuff. Yeah, we got an empty one. Might as well be empty. Just want to see... Because can we make glazed vessels? Probably just look through here, right? Oh, look how pretty! Tiles, mugs. There's just so much. We can make glazed... We can make oil lamps out of the colored bowls. Enter. Bricks are gorgeous, but oh my goodness, the amount of materials to actually build anything. Does not look like we can glaze the vessels. I should put this back. Not waste my time. Wow, okay. Now we know. Scrolled all the way through, you all saw. You got witnesses. It's you, you're the witnesses. More of this dang rot. Okay, right? Goes out and let them dry out. I don't know if I'll be able to get on the server during this week. I will if I can, but I need to finish making the video recap of the last Vintage Story event. This last weekend, which, by the way, I don't think I mentioned, I think it was a huge success. Pretty much everyone seemed to enjoy it. There were a few people who had some feedback, which I listened to and I understood. Most of the feedback really came down to should have had more content or more things to do, which I completely agree with, but I'm one person, and I only had so much time to make the map, and making something like that takes just so much longer than you would ever imagine that it would ever take. So I actually was planning a lot more, and I had to scale it back. So I need to finish the video, which I'm hoping I will have ready tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then it should be done on Tuesday. And then I gotta get to work on the next one. I need to meet with the team, talk to the boss, and gotta figure out what the next event's gonna be. Have some ideas, but we gotta figure out, you know, something hard. Good. I'm glad people are using stuff and it's not just sitting here going. Just thinking I was gonna make some dried blueberries. I think I have. That's okay. I probably will next time. Awesome. We need a name for the Night Watcher, by the way. So everybody, start thinking in names. We're not gonna name them on stream. Give folks some time to think about it. Vessel. Actually, got the fruit room, which is not used very much now. So let's go pick a crate for blueberries. I don't know how long they will last. Oh, it's got to be in one of the purple heart crates, obviously. Can't see. I do wish you could see how long they'll last in there. Because if I take them out, it's going to tell me how long they have left now, but I can't see how long they will last in there. Pineapples. Lychee? Lychee? I've never figured out. Mangoes, figs. Lots of cranberries. Actually, these have been in here for ages. Okay, they're not fresh for too much longer. But they have lasted several months. We do, in case anyone is not aware, we do have the food spoilage rates turned way down because we have some players who are super active and some players who only get on every now and then. It's not really fair for people who come on and their food is all rotten, have nothing to eat. So, I did see one person suggest or share that they have a server and they get around this issue because the food spoilage thing is, I like the mechanic, but it's designed for either single player or for people who are playing on at the same time. So if one person's advancing the calendar by months and somebody else logs on and all their stuff is rotten, it's not really fair. That's not really what it's supposed to be. So one person said that they reduce the food spoilage time the way we have here, then they increase the hunger speed so that people get hungry faster, so the food still gets used up, which I think is an interesting way of solving that problem. Somebody mentioned, maybe maybe it's someone else, I don't remember, on the Discord that right now, or maybe it was on the survey, Ned or Tom. We've got Ned and Tom as possible candidates. I think we're gonna have to hash this out in the... but somebody mentioned that food spoilage that food preservation seems kind of optional right now. Hey, nobody, I'm almost done. It's so lovely today, so cuddly. And normally I would say, yeah, food preservation does feel almost optional. But on the other hand, I just logged in and my muffins were rotten. And they lasted for like a year, so... If there's really active people, which I want there to be, I don't want anyone to be like, oh, I shouldn't be on the server too much, advancing the calendar too much. No, play. Play on the server, please. There was a long period of time when basically nobody was playing on here, and it was such a shame. It was growing out of sand. That's... purple mushroom. Yes. All of mushrooms. Yeah, I'm glad that we've got folks actively playing on here now. It's awesome. If we continue to have nice active player base on the next server, I may even increase the length of the months even more. We'll have to see. And we can tweak things as we go, although changing the length of the months is difficult because, as we discovered, when you change the length of months, it doesn't just change it from where you are. It recalculates the entire calendar from the start of the server. So, we wound up in the middle of December. One mushroom's over here. Bless you, Meep. Meep sneezed, everyone. Meep sneezed because he's licking the brush on his scratching post to tell me that he's starving to death. And in fact, has never been fed ever once in his entire life, and will likely waste away to nothing if I don't feed him immediately. Also makes him sneeze, which is kind of cute, but also, come on, buddy. Cut down all these trees that I planted. Over here. Wow, these branches roll low to the ground. I planted a whole dang forest over here, my goodness. Realize. One more larch wood. There they are. Neat, you're gonna get your food in a few minutes. We are at the end of the stream, aren't we? Well, fun. I haven't had a chance to just play the game. Like, the streams are pretty much the only time that I get to just play these days. I just have too much to do. And most of the things that I have to do are good things. I'm having fun. Fun, I wish I had the time to just play all the time like I used to. Okay. I'm gonna head back. Put the mushrooms in the cellar. We're gonna end the stream because it's time. And because poor Meep will in fact starve to death if I don't feed him seconds from now. He's really on his last legs. Never mind the fact that he's got 3 full plates of food in the kitchen. Wet food. Fancy, expensive wet food. And today he just wasn't feeling any of the flavors. I chose incorrectly. I guessed wrong when I picked his food for today. So that's just gonna go in the trash now. And that's clearly my fault, right? Mushrooms left. Again, that is because we have food. Oh, these are spoiled. The chickens of the woods are spoilt. Happens. Yeah, again, anyone who's on the server, please feel free to help yourself to the stuff that's in here. If you need anything, you're hungry. I love making the food, but I don't play often enough to actually use most of it. Much cured meat and pickled vegetables. Got plenty of raw. This is for making sausages and stuff, by the way. It's also for drying meat, which makes it last a little bit longer, but I've found that it doesn't last long enough to make it really work. So I kind of gave up on it. Anyway, muffins, nom. I dare you not read your cat's mind to get what is. I know. Maybe I could eat the food. Me and Meep have very different tastes in food, I'm afraid. And his tastes change every day. I've never seen. Usually, cats are famously picky eaters for sure, but usually they're like they have their one food that they want. Meep is exactly the opposite. There is no food that he will eat every day. Nothing. I have to guess every day what he's in the mood for, and it's never what he had yesterday. Even if he licked the plate clean yesterday and I give him the exact same thing, he'll just look at it like, but I'm so hungry, and you've just presented me with a plate of dirt. Why would you do this to me, Father? Do you not love me anymore? Oh. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. I'm gonna, log off of the server in a second here. I still got my nice straw hat. Thank you everyone for hanging out and watching. Should be streaming again next Sunday at the same time, which is 2 hours before now, whatever that time is, your local time zone. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Bye.